During the titanic struggle of the Second World War, the United States established the Voice of America to provide accurate news and information and highlight the values of freedom that America was fighting to defend.
Daily at this time, we shall speak to you about America and the war. The news may be good or bad. We shall tell you the truth.
Hollywood joined that effort as some of America's biggest stars left the spotlight to serve in the military or help support the purchase of war bonds.
I have been authorized to pledge all the resources of the entire motion picture industry to the drive.
The end of the war brought new and even graver dangers. Reliable news became scarce, and censorship plunged many societies into an information oblivion. And so the United States established Radio Free Europe and Radio Liberty to give listeners behind the Iron Curtain an alternative to the Soviet propaganda.
This is the official view of America, which for more than a decade the regime, radio, and press have presented to the people of Eastern Europe. This is the version taught in the schools, and this is the version that would eventually be accepted as true if we allow it to stand unchallenged. But it is challenged. We challenge it by building and supporting Radio Free Europe.
American culture, too, supplied hope to people living under communism. The Conover Jazz Hour was the most popular VOA show for those behind the Iron Curtain.
From the Berlin Wall specifically, take a look at them. They've been there since last night. They are here in the thousands. They are here in the tens of thousands.
When the Cold War finally came to an end, the Polish leader Lech Wałęsa had this to say about the impact of Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty on the Solidarity movement. Ladies and gentlemen, the degree cannot even be described. Would there be an Earth without the sun? After the 9/11 attacks, the United States and the rest of the world faced a new kind of ideological challenge. But unlike the Cold War, the people of the Middle East today aren't trapped behind an iron curtain, but are awash with news and information.
تتمتع كل من الصين والدول العربية بحضارة عريقة وتاريخ طويل.
And undemocratic countries like China and Russia have begun investing heavily in disseminating their views and their values in the region.
قناة روسيا اليوم نصب أعينها أن تنقل المشاهد إلى قلب الحدث ليعيشه صورة وصوتا في تقنية مذهلة.
Today, without the resources or public support it had during the Cold War, the U.S. has struggled to find the most effective ways to reach sizable audiences in the greater Middle East. But Chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Ed Royce, and Ranking Member, Eliot Engel, have taken the lead in trying to push for change.
The fight against terrorism and other threats to our national security must include a fight against bad ideas. If done well, the payoff of broadcasting is tremendous.
I think we need to be using every tool at our disposal to meet the challenge posed by ISIS and other terrorist groups.
Ed Royce and Eliot Engel are working together to make U.S. international broadcasting as impactful as possible, while also considering new approaches that involve the private sector.
Along the role that we've had around the world to explain these political pluralism, freedom, free speech, freedom of religion, tolerance. These were the concepts that were being taught, and people were listening to this. This is what should be going on now.
Well, I just want to thank Congressman Royce and Congressman Engel because they are taking a very, very serious approach to something that I think is going to have a big impact on America's national interest as we look forward.
For their belief in the power of ideas, their passion for U.S. international broadcasting, and their example of bipartisanship, AAM is proud to honor Congressman Ed Royce and Congressman Eliot Engel.